Do you know that most reputable financial experts agree that 2023 will be favorable for those who have long wants to get rich because times of inflation and major crises, money is the best way to attract investment or business. A main features a wealth of courses on the internet. A lot of people talk about them, but really effective and proven over the years. The signs were described by Napoleon Hill. Imagine while billionaires and millionaire around the world floundering, trying to save your wealth. You can. It is possible to multiply personal capital at times, already at the beginning. 2024, you will be among the richest people in the world. Everything you need. Now it's just watching the video to the end and learn all 5 main principles of Napoleon's wealth, which will attract big money to you in 2023 year. Welcome to the channel. Notes Millionaire. Add to the list of future rich simply by clicking on the subscribe button. Few people know that Napoleon Hill managed to work even as an advisor to 2 U.S. presidents on Wilson Morning and Franklin Roosevelt, although he began Hill's career as a reporter in newspaper for farmers, but in just a couple of years, promising journalist turned into one of the most sought-after writers. America, his books were sold from the speed of light because, thanks to them, people learned the answer to the coveted question of how to become rich and successful. Amazing, but the life of Napoleon flipped through before the cases. First, the young reporter was noticed by the governor. Tennessee State Robert Taylor invited. Work in your edition and then instructed. Conduct a series of interviews with American businessmen. One of the first Hill's interlocutors turned out to be the richest American steel magnate. Billionaire is so fascinated by Napoleon that entrusted him with documenting his personal success strategy. It was Mr. Carnegie tries to describe the way that an ordinary American needs to pass to get rich, wrote Hill later. Carnegie persuaded Napoleon to interview other well-known entrepreneurs of that time, thanks to Andrew the journalist, managed to communicate with Rockefellers and also interview Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, and precisely from the words of the most rich and successful people of that time. Napoleon Hill summed up 5 main features. The wealth that is relevant and today, therefore, and it is they will help you become rich in 2023. Specific desire, belief in their achievement. This principle sounds trite, although it has the greatest influence on the formation. Wealth desire, this is the beginning of accomplishments. It all starts with him, but there is nuances to pay attention to. Attention in particular, aspirations must be passionate and specific instead. Thousands of millions of dreams. Do you want to translate it into reality? Do not be afraid of the transcendental, because there are no impossible things. Fear in making. Robert Burns was the illiterate boy from the village, which, according to the majority, should become a drunkard and live in poverty, but because of longing for the desire he became famous. A poet who turned thoughts into beautiful poetry. If your desire is strong and faith in him strong, then in front of you there will be opportunities and a plan. Action. Self-hypnosis. No thought gets into consciousness. Self-hypnosis being means of communication between consciousness and subconscious parts of the mind, so we have full control over subconscious, which at best we use, not always in the worst way. It never happens because of underestimation, own capabilities, ignorance, or disbelief that you can control thoughts, but it's worth you to retire in a quiet place and think about what you want more. Just then write your thoughts on Paper, it doesn't have to be sweeping. Suggestions, try to describe. Far-fetched 2 or 3 phrases then. Hang the leaflet in a conspicuous place too. Repeat what you have written every day. Experience the power of self-hypnosis. The only thing to remember is that. Start small and concrete. Because if you immediately think, self-inspire thoughts of big. Wealth is a clear result you do not get. Also worth considering that the ability to use the principle of self-hypnosis depends on your desire and ability. Focus on it. Development imagination opportunity. Fantasize about the gift you need. Make the most of the better. Developed imagination, the more chances for achieving goals, but you need to know what is. 2 kinds of imagination. Synthetic and creative with. First, we analyze the previous experience. Knowledge with the help of the second we create new ideas separately. These species do not exist. There must be a balance between them. Development of imagination and balance. Possible only through the activity of that. Eating, through reading books, watching movies, and so on. As a Kendler American entrepreneur, company founder. Coca-Cola was an ordinary druggist who, thanks to his developed imagination, supported by activity, managed create one of the most famous brands in the world. Organized planning, working. You can spend a lot of resources yourself, but end up with no good results. Napoleon Hill is advised to build a team with as many people as possible, each of which will do what it turns out better. But before assemble a team, think you are. Offer people, because no one is free. Will continue to work. How many times will you see each other? More meetings, the better to start. And the most important, support in the team. Perfect harmony becomes not only fair leader, but Henry Ford was not a sympathetic comrade. Extremely smart, but thanks to just with a clear plan and an excellent team, he became the owner of factories for the production cars around the world. Perseverance is a very important trait, helping to turn desire into material approach basis. Perseverance is a willpower which UK with strong ambition paves the way for great opportunities. But that doesn't mean everything will work out the first time. Something can come out with second or even with 100th attempt. The main thing is not to stop. Defeat is not a sentence but only a sign. Maybe not well prepared a little. There was persistence and some action. Thomas Edison, American inventor and the entrepreneur, suffered a lot failures, but he did not give up, and thanks your perseverance succeeded. Remember, no matter how slow things go, first, be persistent no matter what. That they are not born successful. Become due to long work on yourself. The big secret of the new year. 2023 is the year of the Blackwater rabbit. This sign is distinguished by courage, self-confidence and luck. Many do not pay attention to this information, but on over which stands to think. After all, everything hints at the fact that in next year, luck will smile only. Bold and self-confident and having such quality in your pocket, arm yourself with the main signs of wealth, and money will come with you. Were millionaire notes, you will become rich.